Hey there guys, so before we start the video, I ask you to please go and watch the first part of this recap to understand the plot. Recap video link is in the description of this video, so please check that out. Now, let's start with the recap of episode 3 and 4. So today when Noah was getting ready, Dread came to meet him. He's the governor general of his territory who manages everything. And just recently Noah heard he was given the task of managing the flood-hit area called Whole Joy in his territory. Now that is why Dread came here to meet Noah. The relief fund that was supposed to arrive for the village had been delayed several times now. Every time he asks the home minister, he makes up something to delay the funds. So Noah himself went to that old man's mansion to ask everything regarding this matter. Noah first wanted him not to think of him as a child, and then asked the reason for delays. That geezer said the village had gotten tax exemption from a king, so they can use that as relief fund. So Noah makes him understand that village got tax exemption because they don't have money to pay. So old man changed the topic and started making up that the king's summer vacations castle is being made, so the funds are going there, and he can't do anything. If this is his reason, then this can be seen as an insult to the king for which old man can die. Why? Because he's saying that king cares for his own luxury than his people. This knocked some sense into him, and he immediately ran off to issue the funds to Whole Joy. This news reached to the king in a matter of hours, so he called Noah to talk. He was most impressed by Noah for dealing with this matter so swiftly and smoothly. Achieving something this great at his age is most likely commendable. So King was in awe. Then after he saw the Leviathan on Noah's waist, he said it's a great but dangerous sword that had killed many of its previous users. So Noah mastering it is a miracle of its own. That is why King called Damien, the greatest swordsman of their nation, to test Noah's skills. Damien was going easy on him since Noah is just 6 years old, but Noah's skill far exceeded their imagination. Noah had never told this to anyone, but Leviathan also teaches him the skill of its previous users. So defeating Damien was a simple task for him. Damien also accepted he can't teach anything to this child as he's already skilled with sword. Getting impressed by it, the king made Noah the judge of this year's knight selection exam. This nation is of the warriors, so this exam is big deal in high society. So Noah requested he wants the exam to be conducted in the capital, even if it's preliminary, because observing contestants from all the regions is how they can find a true gem. Noah's personal maid Zoe comes from a village, and her village doesn't have much money, so they could only send one person every year. So Noah also got the idea to cover the cost of travel and living expenses to encourage even more participants to show up. To make it happen, he went to the merchant called Byron to prepare food, and he was ready to give his full support to Noah. But Noah knew Q merchant won't give theirs so easily. Byron was surprised, so he laid out his condition. He wants to send a maid in the king's castle as informant. It can be effective to get info and adjust his trading. More so if that maid gets pregnant with King's child, then profit is insane. Noah agreed, so Byron and his daughter vowed to solely support Noah from now on. It was a good deal, but then Noah saw a sudden drop in his status, so he sets out immediately to meet the emperor. He guessed something must have happened in Almeria, and he was right. An uprising has started, so Noah thinks one of older brother, specifically Henry, is better suited to calm this uprising down. So King quickly sent Henry with Noah to Almeria, but on the way a few assassins showed up. Noah knew they were all after him, so he went out himself to deal with them all. In a matter of seconds he dealt with them. Then he decided to buy all the horse feed from every market so they can easily thin out the cavalrymen from the rebellion. This was one of the most brilliant idea, which is why the king again calls Noah, because if they would have starved the rebellion forces, they might have attacked the citizens to steal food. But starving the horses is different. That is why King was impressed with Noah yet again, so he rewards him with a permission to include sword in his flag. Their nation is the warriors' nation, so none can include sword in their flag unless King grants them permission, which is why it's the highest honor one could receive. Content with it, when Noah was going out, he met Byron there. He's here to discuss about the leader of this rebellion. His name is Carfin, and he's a smart guy, so they have to be careful. But then a man with several injuries came to inform Noah that a rebellion has started in his territory. He was a mere guard in Almeria, and this was all he could have done. But Noah knew about this way before he came. Yet he thanked the guy and told his maid to patch him up and reward 1,000 coins for his loyalty. Then at night Zoe came with a heavy heart because someone gave her 500 coins with sleeping drugs and said she has to give this to Noah or else she's dead. Zoe is truly loyal to Noah by heart, and she was even ready to die. But Noah decided to go along with this. First he gave 5,000 coins to Zoe for her loyalty. And then he planned to take that drug and sleep and told Zoe to run away immediately or the rebels might kill her to get rid of any proof. This way Noah successfully got kidnapped. But he had shrunk Leviathan, and luckily those morons hadn't taken his ring. So Noah freed himself and watched Leviathan's memories to know what happened after he blacked out. So after knowing everything, Noah got up to say hello to the kidnappers. They all underestimated Noah because he's just 6 years old, but he killed them all easily. There Zoe also arrived with a lot of knights because she was worried for Noah's safety. But while they were cleaning up, one of them dropped a big dagger, which gave bad vibes to Noah. Others can't sense it except for Noah, so he knew it's a cursed dagger. So he told everyone to step back. He used that malice to launch a big attack with Leviathan. The malice guided the attack directly where the caster was. And then in morning news came that the leader of the rebellion died. King knew it's only possible if Leviathan had been used, so this gave an edge to Henry to suppress the revolution easily. Now all that was left was to punish those involved. King was all set to butcher them up, but Noah stops him. Court fell silent as Noah spoke. But Noah requested the king to punish the sinners according to the law. Because if the king himself doesn't follow the law, then it sets a bad example to the subjects. That was an impressive reasoning, so King did as Noah said. His smartness astonished the court, and people started calling him the prodigy. In addition, King also admits Noah stopped him from doing a mistake, so he grants him the title of wise for showing such cleverness. But that's not all. King also commented that Noah should have been born a bit earlier. This means he could have chosen Noah as the next heir to the throne. So in future, if Noah wants to compete for the throne, he can easily get support from various nobles. And he even has Leviathan on his side. Its history is drenched in such bloodshed that mages had to put a seal on its powers. So King wondered if Noah can handle Leviathan if the seal gets broken. Well, we can find that answer if that happens in near future. But right now the recap has to end, so stay tuned to watch the next part of the recap on my channel, and make sure you are subscribed or you might miss it. Till then, take care.